normally should be just like hanging out back, you like shoved under the headphones. Now it's like so what you've basically done is you've used the headphones as a hair clip for hair that's normally like down.
I'm just turning off my camera.
No, put on the beanie.
Oh, come back, Goldie.
All right, fine. Let me go find the beanie.
How depressing.
God.
Snap back to reality.
Maybe you'll feel more comfortable on camera if you're wearing the beanie.
I'll be right back. I have 2 bananas on my table that I consumed earlier today.
Goldie, you should get a Yankee cap.
Are you wearing a tank top, or do you just have your sleeves like rolled up on your shirt that far? Okay.
He does that. He has to show off his bulging muscles.
I appreciate the support, but I'm never turning on my camera again. Yep, nope.
You looked fine.
No, I didn't. All right.
Dog, you look like you got gi on, bro. Are you Goku?
You look pretty strong.
All right, I'll resume. I'll just...
Oh my god, Ethan has chair cam.
Ethan's gone. Ethan died.
His chair is playing.
You can see my Old Spice on top of my dresser and my earbuds.
Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me.
It's me, Robom Chair Guy.
Oh my god, Robom chair guy.
What's up?
Hello, Robom chair guy.
I got the dice tower. Where's my iconic blue
You get
wizard
back here,
dice?
Golden Gigabyte.
The iconic blue wizard dice.
Don't want to blow my brains out. Can
You'll be fine, Goldie.
Alright.
Can a
You
fella
know what?
get some
That's
cash?
it. 1 second. I gotta grab something.
You know what? I'm using physical dice this session too. Maybe I'll have better luck that way.
I'll use physical dice. Charles is not using physical dice this session.
What? That's like
I have to put my cat
Understandable.
in the room.
I rolled a 12.
You can use your physical dice.
No, you
If you
can't.
roll
15.
over a 15, I'm killing you though.
15. 2. 18. 4. 2.
Alex, just flip a
11.
coin for all your rolls.
7. 1. I rolled a nat 1 before a nat 20. 16. Another 1. 12.
Gentlemen.
I got the nat 20. There we go. That's what I was going for. Oh my god, Ethan. I don't know if you turned your light off, but because of how the lighting is, you look evil. You don't. It doesn't look like your hair. It looks like you've got a hood on and you're you're like an assassin initiate.
I don't have any sharp things in here. I do have.
Just turn your light back on, no?
I gotta take
Why
the
do you have-
picture out.
Why do you have a camera?
Pictures of the moon.
On the brink of destruction. I think I'm feeling I'm like seeing sparks fly out of it every now and then.
What?
Oh my
For
god,
my phone charger.
I didn't tell you guys because I wasn't here, but for some reason the smoke alarm went off in our house, and we walked out into the living room and there was just mysterious smoke that came from nowhere and we couldn't find the source, and then it just went away after like 5 minutes.
A dark and forbidding.
A dark and foreboding presence.
Alright. Coco, you gotta make me a VTuber.
Yeah, no, I think my charger just completely broke. I like started pressing the plastic together and smoke charger. Oh, I don't.
Jesus, what's wrong?
I just saw a small flame start on my phone
Don't go,
charger.
stop messing with it.
Do you guys
What
have,
the
like,
Fine.
surge protection or something in your?
I have a surge protector, but I think Coco's charger.
I saw
It's
a flame start
It's
on
like
my
the
charger.
you know how if the charger gets old enough, the plastic can like come off and you can see the wires.
Oh, is
I think
that
that's
open
what's
wires?
happening.
It's
Yeah.
open wires.
That makes
Why are you using a phone charger that has open wires?
Because I don't want to buy another one, but it looks like I'm gonna have to now.
That's valid.
Here, wait. Let me see how much they cost.
I bought this amazing dice tower for $4,500. That's a 3.
Does the tower go like? Do you throw the tower out and get a new one until it rolls
Yeah.
nat 20?
I guess.
Let's see.
Ooh, for $539, I could get a 6-foot iPhone charger.
The way to not be self-conscious is being able to laugh at your own appearance.
It'll arrive the 17th. Oh God, I forgot. Tomorrow's
No.
Sunday.
Oh my God, Donald! Holy shit! What happened to your hairline, man?
Oh no,
I got old, man. That's what happens.
Look at my hairline. It's normal. Why is yours? You look like
Oh
the
my God,
Thug
Trilix.
Shaker guy.
Alex, can you become Jetstream Sam?
If I grow out my hair, I could tie my hair back, but I'm not growing out my hair to Ethan length.
Alex, you
Why
have
not?
to be a samurai.
Hold on. Where's my wise and honorable samurai?
I saved $10.99 in shipping fees on this order with Amazon Prime. You know how impressive that is?
I can't find it. No.
Why the hell is it $11 to ship a cord?
Because that's the actual price of the cord. They're just they're just like incorporating it into the shipping cost so that when it comes up on the list, it looks cheap, but then when you get the checkout, it's actually more expensive than you thought it was.
I remember as a kid, I went into a site looking for like free cars or something stupid, and I'm like, oh my God, look, they have free cars on here. I click it, it's $0 or like 12 cents or something, and then the shipping
It's
cost
gone, I
is
don't know where it
like
went.
100,000.
Ah, booey.
Froey. Don't worry, I'll pick it up myself. I won't have to pay shipping.
My room's honestly such a mess.
Upside, I can lean this far back in the chair, and it's not like actually breaking it.
I got my office chair back because I'm not gonna lie, the plastic chair behind me, you can barely see it. That thing's awful. I'm not gonna lie.
I've dissected my charger,
I almost.
and I
had
see
to-
burnt plastic and wires.
By the
They're
way,
like
Goldie,
charred.
you're muted, but we can see everything you're doing on the Roll20.
Yeah, we can see everything you're doing.
How?
You have your camera on.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm good. All right.
Anyways, 1 second. I need to get open Sesame. Why did you close?
I was talking to Goldie last night, and we were reflecting on what we've done before as friends. And for some reason, Goldie thought I was Mexican when they first saw me.
You do look Mexican.
I don't. Do I look that Mexican? I feel like my skin is
It's-
light enough.
No, it's your hair.
Ay, caramba.
It's. I think
It's the
I-
mustache.
it is the mustache, isn't it?
The mustache and the hair.
Alright, we're switching.
I don't know. My hair just naturally grows like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Real people.
Where's Golden Gigabyte? Where's Golden Gigabyte?
Come on, Golden Gigabyte. Everyone has their cameras on.
Coco,
Every
you
real
gotta
estate-
invest like $15 into an actual webcam. Because, you know, phone charger, like burning.
Wait, what's it?
and... Oh.
It's
That
all
doesn't
burnt
seem
and
good.
charred.
Goldie said, "Give me 5. I gotta recuperate."
It's been like this for a bit.
I went to a gas station because I wanted to drink some pop while I was out biking. And
Pop pop.
the guy at the
Pop.
counter was so nice.
Have you considered marrying them?
I got a almost free soda.
Have you considered marrying me?
No.
That's a child.
And?
I know you're destined for other people. I can
Golden
I can
Gigabyte.
your
Yeah,
destiny.
no, I'm looking at the one right now.
Are you looking at the diamond block?
Diamond
No.
block? Where?
I dropped the cap to my water bottle and I can't find it.
Imagine.
Oh my god.
How funny would it be if I just started throwing gang signs on call?
Look
Something tells
who
me you
showed
don't know
up,
gang
Ethan.
signs.
I don't, but I think it'd be funny if I threw gang signs.
You have damn cases for them?
Yeah.
I thought you bought sleeves, not bricks.
I don't know. Can we
Oh, no,
can we get a
I have
peek
sleeves for
into
these ones.
your dark alternate reality where you were a gang member?
I don't know. I'd probably be fucking dead or something. I don't know.
Robot killed in a shootout.
I can't believe my.
Unironically, that's probably how it would have happened.
I still feel like it was this morning at like 3 a.m. I want to let the intrusive thoughts win.
I need to clean out these drawers, bro.
Fuck, I can't say that, man. That one's a little too frisky.
Email.
Wait, hold on. I can say it. I just have to use Goldie as the target. Goldie, you can clean out my drawers.
That wasn't that bad. What are you talking about?
You know, think about who I'm saying it to and the fact that this is being recorded.
Do you have a dead rat in your drawer?
No, I don't have a dead rat in my drawer.
Get
Do
the
Do you have
Yes.
Asmongold's patented alarm clock?
Is it just a rat?
My God. What is this? I don't remember buying this.
What is it?
My fork.
What is that? Oh my
What the hell? RGB dice?
Yeah, I don't remember buying this.
Roll an RGB nat 20 right now.
Put it on your dice tower.
I rolled a 10. Will it fit down the dice tower? No, it won't. Okay. There we go. It was a 5.
Wow, that dice sucks. It's not weighted like all your
Look
other
how
ones.
big the D4 is! Hold on. Why is it so large?
Oh, wait, do the Angry Birds gif.
What do you mean?
You know the gif. 1 second.
I don't know the GIF.
You do. Go on, Charlix.
Do I have 2d6s? Let me get out these. I didn't know what Angry Birds GIF you were referring to. I don't know where they went.
Alright, sorry gang, I had to lock in.
They just went to do. Charles like lost something. I don't know where Donald is. I think he's under the table.
Alright. Oh.
I don't have any plushies in my room. I do have this.
I could
guy,
do.
though.
Oh!
Oh, there it is. We're fine. We're a-okay.
I sit on my computer. Oh shit.
I keep my shark close by,
Oh my god.
in hand.
Everything's going downhill. I just unplugged my headphones.
I'm gonna need you guys to rate the drip.
What am I looking
I
at?
got, I got the
Let's
pajama pants
go.
on. I got Choso shirt.
My goat.
Where is Golden Gigabyte?
I'm back.
My hand looks.
Yeah, but we can't see you.
In the camera. Charles,
I feel.
was I?
I
this bright
shine.
in real life. Was I? This
Yeah,
bright?
you were.
Damn.
I shine in the light of my
Even
light bulb.
I don't understand. You have a lighter skin tone than me, and I'm half British.
I'm full
Hey,
Asian. I'm built different, I suppose.
What do you look so fucking happy for, bruh? Turn that smile upside down.
Alright. Okay, so. Last session, last session, would anyone like to recap us on the last like 2 sessions?
Auto 90.
All right. So, last we left off, after escaping Venom, or yeah, not Venom, with
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, making your way through the jungle and investigating a suspicious shack in a very short D&D game. You guys came to a tavern after discovering that the town is having problems. A couple plot leads you guys are on. This town seems to be infected with the dark evil goo. The townspeople are acting extremely weird, and animals are coming out sick. And you also found some undead goats on the outskirts of town. So now, sitting in a tavern that looks just like this one. This isn't AI generated. They just put like an anti-something filter on it.
Hold on. Huh?
You guys find yourself in town. About you is
I got bad news, gang. I'll be back in 5.
Oh my god.
sorry.
Goldie, do you need this? I sense that you need it.
Hey Charles, I got one better for you. Hold on.
Look him in the eyes.
Boom. Look at that, baby.
Yeah, but have you considered this?
Fuck, he's right. Hold on. Do I have a notes app? I don't know if I have one. I have the Google Notes app. But have you considered this one?
Oh
No,
yeah,
eh?
you're about to be fucking shocked. Hold on.
I feel like we're like a classroom away and we're two schoolgirls texting each other. Whoa.
Bohangala goose.
Oh, Hangalagoos.
Hangalanga nonolagongus. Deep Oaken World Boss.
What
I
about
can
this
feel
one?
the cotton separating from his tail. Hangalanga nonolagongus.
Your hands were too shaky. I couldn't read it, but I got the idea. Oh my god.
I don't know how to do that. There.
This one? This one?
It's just kind of you're above me on my screen, so we'd have to like. Oh my god.
You guys are like backwards doing it on my screen. One second,
Oh,
Charlie,
yeah,
go
'cause
with
I
me. Go with me.
guess-
What side are you on? This side?
Yeah, over
Wait,
there,
hold
over
on.
there.
How do I angle that? It's kind of weird. I don't know how to angle it.
Use your other hand.
Coco, you
Oh,
gotta
no.
flip it. You're wrong way.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
It's the right way for me. Wait.
It's the wrong way for everyone else. Now Charles is going the wrong way.
It's so weird. Oh fuck! I give up. It's over. It's all over.
Ethan, hit it with me, bro. Hit the thing.
Yeah.
Ro-
Other side, other side.
Other way, other way,
Other
other way,
side,
other
Ethan.
way.
That's this way?
Yeah. Yeah, that way,
Yeah.
that way, that way.
That's not how you do it.
Do like this.
Coco,
What
hold on. I got it.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
it eventually.
Hold on.
There we go.
We got it. We got
Middle
it.
finger straight and bend the index finger.
Middle?
Bend the index finger like upwards. Yeah.
Oh, I do it opposite.
The fuck am I doing?
You're doing half of a heart.
See,
only
we're
know
so besties.
It's like this.
You could always do the regular.
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I guess you could do this, but that's lame.
On my end, it just looks like we're going like to the right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like for me too. But
Who am
I
I
bet
pointing at
those
right
two
now?
saw something great.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
Who am I pointing at?
Charles.
You're pointing at me right now.
Charles.
All
Who
right,
am I pointing at?
Charlex.
It's me again.
Am I pointing at Charles for you?
You're pointing the
No,
opposite
wrong way.
Yeah, I'll point
Now
up
it's
there, point up there.
Coco.
Is Charles here?
No.
No.
That way.
No, he's up
no,
there.
Nope.
That
Up
way?
now.
Little,
Yep, that way.
That way.
Everyone point. Everyone point at me.
On my
Other
end,
way, Coco. Other way. Other way.
Oh yeah, yours is mirrored.
This is off. I'm pointing into nothing on my end.
I'm also pointing into nothing on my end.
Wait, so
I'll be
it's
right
going
back.
down for all of us?
Yeah.
I don't have. I have only video participants on. That might be why mine is different. Here, wait. I'll turn it off. Okay, now Charlix is. No, Charlix is still over there. But now Donald's to my right. And Goldie's here. Ethan's here.
Well, that's just all completely wrong.
You missed.
I'm beating Ethan up right now.
What the heck? Oh, so I'm to your right. No, I mean like you're on. From your perspective, you are on the left of the camera. So go to the right. Like move yourself. Now do it. Close enough. Oh my goodness! I don't know who's in that direction for you.
Charlix's blank screen is.
You're in my and you're punching air, boxing even.
That's it. I bring my bodyguard back.
God, I have my hair tied. Can I have some, please? I broke another one. Like yesterday.
Absolutely. Have my current most
Maybe
durable
stop
one.
being Asian.
Like, I was talking to my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, these things break all the time. You know what else breaks all the time? Oh, I don't have it. It's gone. Oh, it's like a headband. And it broke.
I have cracker hair, so I very rarely break hair ties.
Only time I've ever broken a hair tie is when I'm using it for something other than tying hair.
Tying up people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
freaky.
Anyway, guys like my table?
Yeah.
I hate your table. You stupid
I
and
should
dumb.
get Kangaroo. A couple of politicians.
Malapa Lebane. I smacked my blowhigh on the keyboard.
My bracelet got stuck on like a thread
Go
in
in the
my
upper menu,
shirt.
go. There we go.
How did this happen? There we go. I don't have my necklaces on because I took a shower and I sat in my bathtub.
That's it, buddy. I'm gonna.
I don't know if my camera. Okay, Jesus.
Name an element.
I don't remember the spirit charmers, like what their names are.
Yes, you do. Pick a card, any card.
Pick one. Wait, where should I be pointing?
You're below me right now. Wait, I gotta.
Oh, okay.
Gonna.
This one.
This one?
this one. Yeah.
This one? Okay, okay. You picked win.
Is that spell guard?
No, this is a link card.
Oh, I can't tell.
Exes.
Do you have Exodia? Do you have all 5 parts of Exodia?
I do not. Where is many things? Premium Dark the Dark Charmer. Goon Freaky.
Alright, I've got some music lined up.
Oh, I do have cash. I forgot about that.
Cash? Hold on. I have cash on my table. I took it out of my wallet because I didn't want to carry cash on me. and lose
I'm
it.
feeling particularly awesome. I'm about to walk to. Oh damn! I got.
Why does your
30,
cash all
about
look
40.
green? My cash. Hold on. I got. My
We only
blue
have
Where is
green
Charles?
over here.
I have a
What?
friend everyone calls Cash.
$5.
Does he
Nah.
count?
Is his name
He's
Johnny?
white.
Oh,
No, I think his name's like Michael or something.
What's going
Uh,
on?
Hi, Michael.
I found money in my wallet. Shocker, right? I'm gonna go to the store later.
Are
I'm on
you?
smoke.
Really?
That's a surprise.
I haven't. I haven't gone outside since I got back from the mental hospital.
That's
Yeah,
a
we
problem. That is very much so a problem, Coco.
Actually, no. I technically stepped onto my porch the other day to grab the Oculus that Goldie sent me.
Coco, I think your only path in life is to become a housewife.
I don't think that's happening though. Because
Hey,
Cuzco's never
I-
going to go outside. You're.
I'm an expert.
Alright, are we gaming?
No, not really.
Or balling.
You suck.
Alright.
You swallow.
Alright. So, last we left off. In a quiet tavern in the small town of Asmar, something insidious. This is the worst flag I think I've ever designed. In the small town of Asmar, you guys sit inside of an inn, the quiet rain pattering on the windows as you guys wake up from a night of respite. Am I correct in remembering that you guys fell asleep before ending the session, or am I?
I think you left.
Where'd
Yeah,
you
we
leave?
just left the tavern. That's where it ended.
As you guys step out into the rainy cobblestones on the street, the town is empty with a kind of sallow feeling to it. A town like this, especially last time you came through, was bustling, full of life and energy. People walking through the streets wearing wearing crowns of flowers of gold colors. Children playing in the street with various small animals. But now it is replaced with the quiet ambience of sound of the quiet ambience of the blah, 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 the rain pattering on the floor, the cobblestones. As you guys have a couple things to do. Number one, I have taken the objectives. These are the spots that you guys saw marked up on the map. That are places of interest of elven origin. They're marked out. You're near one in Asmer. But there are others spread out in various spaces near Benram and Melrose and Forest. So, I thought I'd go ahead and mark that on your guys' map. Number 2. Actually, there is no number 2. This is a small town. Relatively, I think this map is outdated. Asmar should be way closer to Melrose, so just imagine it closer to Melrose.
Are we supposed to be looking at a map?
It's in Seeker's chat.
Oh. That's
So
stupid.
as you guys step out onto the tattered, wet cobblestones, the droplets falling gently down on the terrain,
No.
you guys have a tavern about. You have a town about you to investigate, or to evacuate. Either way, you need supplies for the coming journey, as it's going to take a while to get from Azumar to Melrose, and Melrose to Venerum, and Venerum to Zushida. I would call it probably a week's worth of travel to get to Venerum, and then an additional 3 to 4 days to get to Zushida, if you don't take a boat up the river. But up the river take roughly 2 and be a lot safer. So, with a town abound of mystery about you, and your wits fully charged, I believe. Oh, any spells you guys would have sent, like the fireball, is probably gone. But mostly wits about you. The town is yours to investigate. As you guys wander, you can ask if there's any structures, anything like that. But you guys have the floor.
Do we want to trust like the stuff here?
No. After what we saw in that barn, I don't think so.
I mean, I could always make more kelp.
I suppose we're situated on food.
Okay.
As you guys move throughout the streets, talking amongst you, the curved, winding pathways of town stretch in waving patterns. The cobblestone turns from cobblestone to grass to dirt to cobblestone to grass to dirt, as paths seem to be established in the village but not maintained. On this cold, rainy night, you guys do manage. Who has the highest passive perception again?
I have 14, but I don't know if that's the highest.
I
Oh,
also
it
have
is.
14.
We're gonna say Talia. You hear a similar noise of a frog. This one is much deeper and guttural. And then you hear thump, and the sound of like a body hitting the floor and being dragged away with very muffled screaming, as you guys are kind of on a pathway. Let me just do a little doodle here. Where's my doodle tool? You guys are just kind of like, city streets kind of curve like this. They weren't really designed for this type of thing. They just kind of appear, and you guys are like here, and you hear rabbit thump, thump, drag, and then like inside a muffled scream from
Well,
probably about over here, but like that way.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm immediately rushing towards the scream.
Okay. As you
I'm
turn the,
also rushing towards it, except behind Thuric.
as both
Dahlia.
Teeny really said, "Fuck them kids."
I have The entire party's going. I'm not being a wizard on my own. I'm
As you
going
guys
to.
rush-
The tentacle is gonna come back for it with a vengeance.
As you guys rush around to the back, you see off in the distance, it's hard to make out. Probably, I'd call it a solid couple, like two. How far can a human see? Couple hundred feet? Who knows? Off in the distance, you see what looks to be an elderly man who is being accosted, uh, if to use a little French, by 4 frog people. These frog people are lanky, thin limbs ending in 3 pseudopod or like little fingers that end on little pods. You see one is on all fours with the torso, the bottom half of the torso hanging out, as the top half of the man is in the frog's mouth, as he's 4 on the floor walking backwards. So it's kind of like frog, human torso, and then the frog is like crawling on the floor backwards. So it's a terrible sight. But you see the legs are violently kicking. Near him are 3 other frogs, one of them notably bigger than the others, that are kind of looking out, see you guys on the horizon as you see them, and immediately are like, Max, there's better music for this. Hold on. Anyways, I'll pull that up. Smack the one frog on the top of the head. As you see, he goes, and the entire slime-covered body of an older gentleman is ejected from the frog who is on the floor as they start hoofing it away.
So Talia, are frog people good?
I don't think.
I've never
Somewhere.
seen them myself.
So, how far away are these creatures from us?
They are, I'd call it a solid 200 feet.
I got it. I have 240 feet firebolt, and eldritch blast. Don't worry about it.
They're far enough away that a chase isn't really plausible, as they are disappearing into the foggy rain and the foggy this is kind of a clearing of a swamp, and they are disappearing into the swamp as you see this old man is he's conscious. He's very not happy about it, but he's conscious. So it would make a chase difficult, but you might have some shenanigans.
We should go probably check on the old man rather than chase the frogs.
Yeah, I don't think
Probably.
I'm catching up to that. I'm
can't
gonna
do
run up to the man.
As you guys hoof it over, you see the frogs are kind of they jump, land on all fours, and jump again. But these are humanoids just in frog form. You notice as you get closer, they are of varying colors: red, blue. Oh fuck, I'm probably getting that wrong. Hold on, let me look up Bullywug lore. They are of various colors: greens, blues, and purples. With one notably big, the bigger red one, kind of standing in the back, who is holding up the back end of the chase. Or the party of frogs. As you guys go over to the older man, you see him pull his hands up to his face and take the webbing of his thumbs and just wretch. Hold on, I can visually just wretch the goo off his face. You see, it's like, oh, fuck. As he is visibly distraught. Oh,
Are
that's
you
perfect.
alright, lad? Did I get anyone else?
No, just me. Fucking frogs. As you see, he's pulling it off, and they go, and a splot of frog goo goes flying onto the floor.
You have this problem often around here.
Oh,
Nerve.
he pulls out like a bit. Uh, not as of not normally, but as of late. You see him start to get up. His legs are wobbly as he tries to reach for a cane, which you can see is kind of sitting 15, 20 feet away.
Oh, I'm gonna go get the cane for him.
You know, get the cane and hand it to him, and he kind of gets up. He's like, "Thank you, young man." Oh, no, normally we don't have frogs around these parts. They stay to their neck of the woods and we stay to ours, but they've taken to thievery as of late, and I guess they decided that an old man would make a great snack.
A lot of odd things seem to have been around here as of late.
Yes. Ever since those, what was it, earthquakes, everything's been fucked, as it were.
Earthquake.
That's about what I assumed.
Eh. You're a man of the military, yes?
Ah, you could say that.
Mm. I suppose you're here to help, I hope?
Of course.
Lovely. Yeah, the earthquakes happened. We wrote to the commander, or to the we wrote to Melrose, and haven't gotten a response. And it was about 4 or 5 days ago.
I don't
And the
suppose.
rest. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't suppose you might happen to know anything about these earthquakes or any other happenings about.
Oh, I mean, there's rumors from other towns, but nothing specific. I do have to say, you have quite the assortment.
Is he referring to the party lineup here?
Yeah, fish, void creature, pointy ears.
It's an odd bunch for sure, and not one you'd expect to see in this part of the world.
No, certainly not. I don't know too much, but there's an elder in town. Well, elder than me, that gets more news than most of us, so she might know something. But time being, I think I must go home and
Uh,
remove myself of this slime, and hopefully not get jumped on the way again.
I don't suppose before you go you might know the whereabouts of said elder.
You see him kind of stroke a kind of ungroomed, unkempt mustache, which he is kind of every like grooming. You see a little goo that's just like
A man
Um,
of rich facial hair.
yeah. No, she is. Oh, you see him point back over to the town. She's over there. It's a small little shack. If you follow the main road and take a left, and then take a right, and then take a left, and then left, and left, and left, and left, you'll find a small shack of eccentric tastes, and that's where I think it was Melina lives again, and she is known for her worldliness, to say it kindly.
Right, a right and a left and a left,
Right,
right.
right down the road, can't miss.
Well, thank you for your help. With, what,
You know, like
you make
push
it
it
home,
out of
alright?
thick eyebrows. I should be fine.
Well, watch yourself for any more frogs.
If you see any, please gut them. You see as he reaches for a thick, unkempt beard and just kind of wrings out the last of the goo as it kind of clumps on his chest piece. I bid you adieu. And he leaves. A well-spoken gentleman for someone who lives out here in the slums. Probably a retired soldier, you gather. The rest of you are up to anything during this?
Earthquake.
Yeah, we
Are you-
experienced one like 20 minutes ago.
Rain pattern.
I can see why earthquakes might unsettle some local fauna. Perhaps if we discover the source of said earthquakes, we might return peace to these poor villagers.
So, as you make your way back into town, any number of chores that need to be done before a day of adventuring can begin? Rations, shopping. They won't have a lot out here, but they might have some unique bits and bobs.
Well, I suppose let's count our coin here. See exactly what we're working with.
I've got 90
I've got-
gold.
Christ, some out of D&D god that really alive.
I have
I've only
about
got 7 gold 50.
Damn.
I've got
1,900
161.
copper pieces.
What are you doing with so much copper?
Oh, they're shiny.
Doesn't that translate into like 1 gold or something?
No, that's
Was it?
19 gold pieces. 1,900 copper.
Oh, okay.
Why am I the most wealthy here? And I have 161 gold pieces.
We might
Damn.
have
We lost our bank.
effectively been robbed.
We entrusted all of our money to a guy, and they took the guy.
That
Yeah, the one guy with
does
literally
seem like
everything.
quite a problem.
Perhaps we should keep our finances separate from here on.
Yeah,
Our entire fortune that we've gotten through adventuring together gone
most of the treasure.
How much?
together.
How much was this fortune exactly?
1,000, 2,000 gold.
After the gems, wasn't it going to be like around 5,000?
No, not that much.
Many monies.
Well, I suppose that should be enough for now to afford a few days worth of travel.
Armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. You only got some of your stuff back.
I don't know how comfortable I feel being in essentially just clothes.
Hold on, I need to see.
I don't
what
know if
this
we'll
is.
be able to afford, not afford, more find anything in a town like this.
That's true, but honestly, I could settle for some leather.
You never know. There might be a local blacksmith in town.
Maybe a zombie blacksmith.
A zombie goat blacksmith.
Hmm. Maybe 6 of them.
In a shed?
Yeah.
You'd imagine.
As you wander the twisting and nonsensical streets of a town less formed by careful planning and more formed by, oh, this is a nice spot for a house. Let's get a shack going here. You wander the streets, looking for. You're looking for somewhere to perhaps acquire some armor.
Yes.
Okay. As you roll throughout the town, there aren't a ton of shopping. There is one place that looks like a small kind of hole in the wall house converted into a kind of shopping center or shopping place for farm supplies, which you assume is some noble told some poor farmer out here that he can sell some of his surplus. But continuing to wander through, you manage to find a small little shack, kind of covered in twisting, crawling vines that are reaching to the roof. And scrawled on a very poorly made wooden post with a sign up front is a small sign that says the Shack of Endless and realize that the sign has been worn away by time to just be the Shack of Endless and it is quaint, to put it nicely, as the plants reach for the roof of this, what could be technically classified as an abode. But you do see lights within the cracks on the doors.
Honestly, I'd take anything, just something to protect.
Alright.
If we don't find anything, I know some abjuration magic that should protect you quite well.
As you walk in, you guys get to the door, and grabbing onto the handle, you guys, whoever would be leading this cause, notices the handle is almost completely rotted away. As you go to pull it, the handle kind of pulls off the door before catching on it on the other end and pulling the door open. On the interior, you see what looks like piles of junk. Various empty bottles, bags ruined by the weather. You see a pair of slippers covered in dust with these kind of intricate linings on them. You do see what immediately catches your eye is there is a small, what looks to be makeshift mannequin that is carved out of wood and stuffed with clay where they ran out of wood to use a little clay and kind of formed the body, which is wearing a bit of studded armor with a kind of, I would almost describe it as shark-like design, with gills underneath the armor, the like armpits, and on the opposing wall as you walk in, there is a small staff curled up, looks wooden carved intricately with scales up and down it, leading into a what looks to be like a dragon or snake head, which is just propped up against the wall. As you look around, eventually you do hear a bit of skittering as a very small, what looks to be arachnid, humanoid, kind of skitters out on all four, but there's additional 2 arms and 2 extra sets of arms on the torso. A small little arachnid humanoid skitters out and goes, "How can I help you?"
We're just looking around for some supplies.
Oh, you're lucky! You see, immediately the spider lady crawls towards you and is immediately trying to go up someone's leg. Probably Ren's,
Whose
because she
leg?
talked.
Okay.
Or he talked. Ren, you now have a tiny spider lady, no bigger than the size of, like, I'd call it. This is no bigger than, like, fuck, what's a good compare? Like a 22 bottle liter of soda, like one of the big ones.
A
22
2-liter bottle?
liters. That's a lot of liters.
Whatever the 20
A
ounce.
2-liter.
Yes,
2
2 liters. A 2-liter sized spider person is crawling up your leg before apparating on your shoulder through unknown means, just disappearing under one piece of clothing and reappearing on your shoulder. As you all see this tiny little arachnid humanoid, hair slicked back, which reveals a kind of framed face with a small mouth, with little mandibles on either side, several sets of eyes kind of staring back at you, some of which are empty sockets. And holding back the hair is this little makeshift hair headband, and on either side of the headband is two little horn-looking things that are just like flowers that have been glued on, which are very ill-proportioned, making them very floppy and unwieldy on the top of this helmet, or this headband, as the little spider person stares expectantly at all of you.
Quite the rowdy little critter.
Oh, yes. You see the eyes.
Well, you can go on. I didn't have much to say.
You see the eyes are kind of looking in opposite directions. They're not humanoid eyes. They're kind of like the cellular or whatever you're called, composite eyes. You can tell they're staring in different directions to look at all of you. And you see her, Ren, you hear most loudly because she's right next to you. So, you said you're looking. What are you looking for?
Some armor, perhaps?
Immediately, you guys see this little spider person hop off and kind of grab something from underneath a pack that she keeps that sits on like the large back of her, what is it called? The big butt that bugs have. A small pack that sits right above that against her back.
I think.
Yes. And you see her kind of float down on what looks to be a little lace umbrella, but is probably more just a loose piece of string. As she floats down to the floor and skitters up to the makeshift what's it called? Dummy holding wearing a piece of studded leather armor.
So,
What about some? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
anything special about this armor? It looks like it has a bunch of looks very I'm blanking. I don't know the word.
That's all right. She kind of looks up around it, skittering around in circles around the torso before coming back up the shoulder. No clue. Far too big for me. But if you need armor, I think it. You see her kind of hold up her hands and do like a one of these, and just like it would probably fit on you.
Can I try it on?
Certainly. As you see, she starts to almost comically try to pull this giant piece of armor off of a display that is much too large for her, before kind of just looking back at you expectantly.
Wait, hold on. Huh?
Bloodsell with a wig. He fucking died.
I'll go help her with the armor.
There, come over, unbuckle a couple straps, and kind of pick it up as she disappears around the back of the armor, and suddenly reappears as you feel an additional weight on your right shoulder, as she is now there. This little brown spider lady.
Fuzzy little teacher.
Most certainly.
Do you run this place all by yourself?
You see her kind of stare off into the distance for a second. I have some help, but they're shy.
Can I insight on that?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay, hold on. What's my bonus here?
Would Theric have any knowledge of the bug people of Kit?
I mean, he's probably heard of them, but I doubt he's seen many.
They don't typically travel off of Kit, but they are spoken of.
I've gotten 11.
Insight. In Melrose, there are rumors of bug people from distant lands, monstrous beasts that could rip you limb from limb. If you had to guess, she probably has some sort of monstrosity helping her out. Something you very much do not want to tussle with.
There's a slight chill runs down my spine. I'm just gonna shiver a little bit.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm sure your assistants are lovely.
Oh, they are. As you blink, she's gone. So so Theric, you blink, she's gone. So now you guys are just kind of hearing her voice, no source to it. Well, go ahead, try it on. Theric has the armor as he's, assuming, presenting it to you, to try on. Ren. Right. As you slide the armor on. All right, it does not. As you slide the armor on, it fits fairly well. As you start strapping it on in certain places, you feel it tighten, like it won't come, and then it just does. You get the feeling that this is most definitely a magic item, because magic armor often can reshape in some ways to better fit whoever is wearing it. And this is a little too small for you, but when you need to, you can pull it to wherever it needs to be. As you slide it on, you feel a little. It's snug. It's fit. Do you have studded leather armor proficiency? You are a fighter. Yeah, it is. It is studded leather armor. It fits you quite nice. As you, oh, go ahead. Which does studded leather armor cost? I think, as you guys see, Talia, she's on your shoulder. You have this little creature just sitting right here. Does Talia have long ears? I forget.
She has like little webbed ears, kind of like
The fins.
Yeah, she's just kind of resting there on your shoulder, one hand on it, pushing it out of the way so that she can see. I think 50, 60 gold is a fair price. I think that's plenty fair. Can I offer you in any of my other goods? As you see, she kind of gestures out across piles of junk in this kind of small, I'd call it 20 by 15 wide shack. Just piles of shit. Spider webs up in the corner. None of it looks that valuable. The staff, the slippers. Maybe with a bit of digging, you could find something in here.
Can I see if I can find some kind of shield?
Yeah, totally. As you start digging around in the stuff, she once again gone. As she reappears, you see Theric, you're kind of digging around in a puddle. Is anyone a pile? Is anyone else looking for anything?
I've had a club.
A club?
A club.
Yeah, sure. As you start digging around for a club and you start digging around for a shield, Theric, you guys are just kind of watching Martini and Ren. Are you doing anything in this time? All right.
Can I look at the staff? I guess I don't know.
Sure. Make me an Arcana or Investigation or whatever you want is
I'm
applicable.
pretty good at Arcana.
All right.
I rolled a 28.
God damn. Ooh, where did I lose it? I immediately lost it. Fuck, what was it?
Plus 10 because 24 wizards get expertise.
Eh,
Really? That's so sick.
Yeah, I think it's like a level 1 or 2 thing. They get expertise in one skill.
As you inspect this, it is most definitely a magical item. Of its origin, unsure. Most definitely magical. It is a simple staff weapon. Theric, as you're digging around in a pile, you kind of lean back to look around about your surroundings, and you feel a soft on the back of your head. As you notice, there is a shield, like a large kind of buckler shield. It's very poorly made. It looks like someone took a piece of iron and cut it, and then just did their best, and then put really terrible rivets in it. Is just hanging in the air behind you, suspended by a little Y-shaped string, and right on top of the shield is the little lady. Looking for something?
Uh, can you tell me anything about this particular shield?
You see her kind of crawl around the back. You know, you do not see her leave the back of the shield. But that's pretty. It's an old trick by this point. As she reappears on the pile behind you. Well, I acquired it when some adventurers came through, and it was not as busted up when they came through. As you inspect it, kind of, there is a noticeably large, what looks like someone just fucking and left an imprint on the shield of a fist. The fist is about this big, and it's just in there.
Well, I'm sure it was lovely.
They loved it a lot before they lost it.
Can I insight again? I don't know if I trust this thing.
Yeah, sure. Good.
I mean, they did lose it in a sense. It.
I got
They're
12
not-
this time.
They don't have it anymore. On a 12, she is very tricksterly implying that shield was acquired through violent means. But on a 12, you're not quite sure what the deeper implication would be there. Did she do that? Did her help do that? Did like an ogre come through and just fucking and smush a character, some like poor player character, and they lost it like that?
Sucks.
You're not quite sure, but the implication is that they lost it violently.
Where might these adventurers be now? Now that they've lost their precious shield.
Oh, so there's a graveyard just up that way. It's a beautiful. During the summer, these beautiful red and yellow flowers sprawl all over it. It's a beautiful place, and that's where they rest.
Right, of course. Well, I think I'll hold off on my purchase for now.
That's right. It will always be here. As you look back, she kind of looks up and grabs a string that you didn't notice it was there, it was so thin, and just pulls it as the shield and then you see it get like stuck to the roof. At this point, you realize there is a variety of shit stuck to the roof with webs, which serves kind of a fortification of the roofing.
Could you tell me where you got this armor?
I actually didn't get that one. It was from my associate. He came back with it one day, and I assumed the Grungs had it before he did.
Those are the frogs, right?
Yes, are you asking in character or to me?
Either works.
Yes, those are the frog people. They live not too far that way, and they've got a variety of things.
I'm gonna look at Derek.
Hmm.
I've got an idea.
You're gonna hate me, but I wasn't listening for a moment.
Look at
Derek, I'm looking at you. I've got an idea.
Is this a secret idea?
Not particularly.
Oh,
What
okay.
are you whispering about?
Not very much whispering and more saying it out loud.
What are
Martini,
you whispering about?
We're not whispering.
Martini, you
If
feel
I do this, you can't hear me.
you feel some weight on the brim of your hat, as you see she is resting on it.
Is there anything you'd be able to tell me about this particular staff?
That I would not recommend buying.
Hmm.
I one day was screwing with it, and it turned into a big snake. And do you see this? And she kind of pops off and climbs down the staff. This, and as she kind of highlights a bludgeoned area of the staff that looked like it was used to strike something metal very hard, was the result after it came back to its senses. I implied that the
I
staff
would
came back to
love
its.
to have it.
I see.
I would love to have it. I'll take it off your hands free of charge so you don't have to deal with that again.
You see her eyes kind of narrow. What about 50 gold?
Well, surely.
I-
You see, the thing is, we're undertaking a very dangerous mission to go into the local graveyard where the source of these strange happenings around the place may lie. So we need to make sure that we're amply geared up before we take on such a dangerous mission to help your village.
So you all lot are adventurers. Just trying to
Something of
figure
the
out.
sort.
I just thought you were one big couple. No joke was
Now, you see,
important.
I don't have 50 gold pieces, but I do have to pull out the enormous sack. A lot of copper.
Oh my god. You see, she looks like she's going to grab it, and then realizes that it would just end poorly for her. I'm sure we can figure it out. The graveyard you mentioned. You see her kind of go to say something, withhold that thought, and just kind of, like I said, beautiful flowers up there.
Boom, boom,
I'm-
boom. Waiter. Boom, boom, boom. Insight.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're getting that because of your previous insight checks. You're breaking down her defenses. But you could see she was about to say something and held it back.
Waiter, more insight, please.
It's gonna take a lot better than a 12 to get anything more than she was going to say something.
It's okay. I'm gonna roll a
20.
20 this time.
I rolled a 20. That's Donald's roll now.
Uh,
It belongs to
16.
you.
Okay, you're getting insight on this. There's some shit going on at the graveyard.
I don't suppose you may happen to to know anything about this graveyard a little more?
No, not exactly. I'm not prone to visiting it. Um, but maybe if you spoke to what was her name? What the fuck did I call the lady in the eccentric house? Elador? No. Aladdin? No. Oh, Merdred. Hold on, let me write that down.
How might you spell that for my notes?
Merdred. Oh god, why is it in white?
Mariah Carey.
Merdrid.
Why is it so terrible right now? M-E-R. Oh, what was it?
Merdrid.
Can
Why
you
am
tell
I
that
telling you?
Because-
Merdred.
Merdred? She might know more. She knows a lot about everything. I mean, she even knows about like war and politics and a lot. Sets of studded leather are, I think, 12 plus decks, no limit.
Oh, that was. Is it 12? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
No,
You-
it definitely adds decks.
It's 12 plus decks because it's leather.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like a limit on it, like studded or padded or whatever the other one is. I don't know much about it. Mildred might. She's very learned about the world. She was talking about something the other day. You see her kind of another thought leaves her mind. But she's awfully clever, and I'm sure can answer any questions you have. Just down the road, can't miss it. She tells you the same thing the other man did. Where you just down the road, can't miss it. No, in her own unique way. You
I
you
think
take a
the
left
is going on here.
and a right and a left and a left and a right and a right and a left, and then your left and then your right and then your left and then your right.
Right, left.
Seems that one of our party members has fallen to the void.
That happens.
my phone has permanently died until I get my new charger.
Oh no! Alright, it's fine. You don't have an iPhone? Anyways,
It's coming the 17th.
never mind.
You could go to a gas station and buy a charger.
I could.
You can also drop kick one of the children.
I could.
I could also drop kick this spider.
No, that would be difficult. So as you see, she tells you about the same old woman. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't highly recommend going up there right now, especially with all the earthquakes and it's an old building and you never know what state it might be in. But if a party of adventurers were to go up there, there might be treasure.
Thank God.
Waiter.
What are you inciting?
Are you a liar?
I will
You
give
liar,
you the context that that the treasure's probably not real. Don't really need to insight to see sarcasm.
Well,
Oh,
I
by
mean,
the way,
it is
she's
pretty
disappeared
good.
again.
Damn blink spiders.
So as you guys kind of gather yourselves, you see her reappear, this time on the head of the malformed shapen kind of, actually doesn't have a head, it just has like a stump of where a head should be, of the malformed kind of dummy mannequin figure in which the armor used to rest. But I'm glad you guys came by and you bought very many items. As you see, she gestures to the gold, which she has not picked up. She's kind of laying on the on a small desk where Semi said it, or where Ren said it.
What about my copper?
She looks to the rest of the party like, really?
I would love to take that snake into my care.
You can set it there. As you see her kind of sadly gesture to the countertop.
Yeah.
You set down the copper, set down the gold, and the party's kind of standing opposite of this tiny spider lady. Any other questions or anything else?
Nope. I found my new spellcasting focus.
I'm gonna look over to Martini and point up at the fucking beaten shield on the ceiling. Magic man, you don't suppose that's some kind of fancy magic shield, do you?
But I don't know if it's close enough for me to look at it very well, but
Just give it a good look. Give it a good eye.
Hold him up to the ceiling.
You can make a perception. You make a perception or in Arcana check with disadvantage because you're looking from like solid, however far the roof is.
my lowest was a 25.
God damn.
Jesus.
That
My
Expertise.
is a shield with a giant fucking punch mark in it.
that's it. No,
So what do you see?
You know, it was the shield of special awesomeness until Martini looked at it.
it
Surely
seems-
it could just use with a good fixing up.
it's a beaten up shield.
I'm just gonna like turn around and like start walking towards the door.
As you guys are leaving, I assume. Any other things?
Nope.
Nothing.
As you guys all leave, making your way outside, who's the nicest to her? Probably
I
Farrah.
didn't do anything.
Uh, no.
I think
I
Talia
dropped
just
1,900 copper on her table.
I hope. they pick up
Talia
the
is
armor.
Mr. Lowball.
I underpaid by like 31 GP.
Wait, what?
It's
Anyways.
a bag of copper.
Anyways, Theric, you find a small, it's kind of odd-shaped, wooden little statue in your pocket. It looks hand-carved. No paint on it, but a couple of initials, N.I. And it's a little statue of almost a Jesus-looking figure, clouded in or cloaked in capes and stuff. But you can feel that on the back there's a carving of a spider, like a black widow, carved into the back of the statue, kind of on like the back of the robe. And it is obviously an object of worship. If you're proficient with Arcana, with religion, then you can probably figure out what this one is. But
I'm gonna try and figure out what it is, but I'm definitely not an extremely religious man. I
are
do have
you are you
proficiency.
proficient in Arcana?
Yeah, I'm proficient.
In
Make me a-
Arcana or religion?
Sorry,
Religion.
religion. Make me a religion check.
8.
No fucking clue.
Quite the religious man.
Just an interesting little statue. No clue how it got in your pocket, but knowing the faux teleportation abilities of the tiny spider lady, not hard to guess.
I don't suppose any of you know what this is. I'm just gonna like spin it around so they can see all the sides of it.
Nope.
Anyone else?
No clue.
All right.
Right, well, that's
It's
lovely.
a real totem of undying.
I mean, I have a +4 to religion, but I'm not proficient.
Give me the totem of
So-
undying. I will survive the next disintegrate.
Wait, players will die.
As you guys make your way through the city, or not the city, the small town, you guys are reaching dead end after dead end of just you guys are having a hard time. This is a thick city, swampy town. Your foot seeps into the marsh with every footstep. The rain still pours down, battering against the cloaks you wear. Talia, it's actually quite nice. It makes it a little easier to breathe for you because you're both breathing through your mouth and your lungs, which are and your gills, which are wetted so they can absorb the oxygen in the air.
Let's
So
go.
it's a little weird. Where are your gills? Are they on your neck?
That's what I've been wondering.
Don't look too closely at my hat.
What? I'm very scared.
I don't know if
I've
that-
always just kind of assumed that they're like behind the ears.
I always thought they were like right here, kind of.
Wait, so does Talia have like ears and then gill ears? Or is it just gills?
Do you breathe through your ears, weird fish person?
Do you wish to find out?
Yes.
I think you not worthy yet.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just
You will
gonna
find
imagine
out
they're
when
on,
I
like,
am on
the-
my deathbed.
I'm just going to imagine they're on the sides of the torso.
It can be our little secret. Just show me.
Talia just like,
All who have seen have not survived to tell the tale.
It's- What the fuck?
They do feel quite nice in the swamp, though.
As you guys move throughout the town, any other goals to be achieved before visiting wherever is next?
yeah, we gotta get a like a look at those ears.
We've
Any-
got to go buy food for the road still.
Exactly.
I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Ren is the only one that understands.
I don't know how I feel about eating kelp though.
One piece of Talia Lumen copyrighted, trademarked kelp, patented by me, can last you an entire day.
Got to be a rather large piece of kelp.
Just think of it like your rations, like they're like probably evil.
Don't you dare to compare my rations to kelp.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know. Kelp's just that much better, right? Not
Fine
comparable at all.
military cuisine.
You see,
Are evil, but I'd say better than eating rocks.
lasts
Or
you
tag and
enough
ale.
nourishment to sustain a creature for one day. For each kelp.
Well, do we have anything else to tend to before we go and I say we speak to this Medred lady first.
Ew.
I don't know. I feel like I was supposed to do something, but I just didn't. I just
No,
have
you're
that
okay.
feeling, you know.
You're up.
I know, but I don't know why I feel like that.
You were
You're
supposed to.
keep questioning the spider.
Yeah.
God, I love that NPC. I spent way too long on it.
Come any closer to my ears and I'll stick my snake on you as I point the pole at him.
Do you?
You even attuned to that thing?
You don't know what it is.
I know it's magical. I know there's a snake there, and the snake probably has brain damage. Snake either has brain damage or is dead.
Divine sense. Is it an undead snake?
What does divine sense do? Celestial.
Celestial
fiends
undead.
or undead.
No
Yeah.
Fae?
No, what?
No Fae.
Think I'll-
No, it doesn't detect Fae.
Anyways,
Do I have a face snake in my staff?
it is not.
Don't worry,
It's-
Talia doesn't know.
It is not any of those things. Took him a minute trying to figure out where it came from. Actually, it is
Definitely
divine.
undead.
Fuck, it is. It is a divine sense.
Divine snake?
Very, very vague. Very, very vague.
Vague celestial?
Yes,
Big,
very,
yeah,
very vague.
celestial. You've got a bit of a
Similar to like a
celestial
holy water.
presence in your new toy there.
There is no snake. It's
It-
still a
he's not out yet. He's a bit shy in front of his new owner. Yeah, it's his staff, but he'll come out soon.
You just see a wooden carved, intricately carved but damaged wooden staff with a snake head on the top.
Damn it, I don't have mend as one of my cantrips. Do any of you? Do any of you have mending? I
No,
need
but
I
have
need to heal up
proficiency
my
with
boy.
Smith's tools. I'll repair it by hand.
Yeah, repair him.
Wouldn't that be like woodwork carver's tools or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, don't
Is it-
carve my buddy.
As you
Can I
guys
try?
know-
Can I try and hold up some of my kelp to the staff?
No effect, surprisingly. The inanimate wooden staff is not hungy.
The inanimate
worry,
wooden
buddy.
staff does not respond to shoving kelp in its face. What a surprise!
Don't worry, buddy. I'll make you feel safe someday.
As you guys are walking, Kaplan.
Kaplan?
Not Kaplan.
Hi, Kaplan.
Amadamas.
Oh, I'm
Fuck,
morphing
guys, I
into
just
a
realized.
furry.
We just go buy Smith's tools. I can just make our armor. Fuck, why did we buy anything? I could have just spent
Doesn't-
all day
Do
fucking
you have a
in the forge.
Okay, dwarf.
Well, I can craft medium armor and heavy armor.
You make like a
Oh.
breastplate.
As you guys are wandering through town, Ferric, you see a small shed. You guys are just kind of wandering, enjoying the scenery and the greenery. You see a small house, almost. It's well kept. The garden is not blooming right now, but that is to be expected in this weather. No sun, no, but you do see on this little house of uh uh it's an okay standing house. You do see what looks to be a outdated version of one of the Melrose banners. In the last 30 to 40 years, they changed it to be a little bit more representative to update the design. But this is one of the older designs that is it's been about 35 years since this was actively printed. But this is what looks to be a Melrose kind of war banners design pulled off and just kind of hung on a house.
Well, divine sense.
There's nothing inside of divine, fiendish, or undead origin.
Well,
Except
nothing
Talia
of
Luna.
that sort.
Hi.
Nope, please completely no.
Does the house itself, is it just like a regular like people living kind of house?
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's it's kind of sagging in the foundation of the mud, but it's a normal looking house. It's got a little house thing on the side, making up a shack. It leads back into a kind of longhouse back here. The little garden sits in this kind of open area between where this goes out in a kind of L shape, and the garden sits here. with a roof here and a roof here that kind of intersect and curve like in Skyrim. It's not very robust, but it certainly could hold a decent amount of people if you really needed it.
I haven't seen this emblem in ages. We changed this years back, decades back. Is just the house like not falling apart enough so that someone could currently be living in it?
Oh yeah. It's well kept. The flowers are well kept. The banners is it's sunking. It's like almost sinking into the floor because the swampish. It seems like it's been here quite a long time. Um, but it is well kept enough that almost certainly someone lives here. At least part of the year.
Well, does anyone suppose there may be someone in there to help us? Maybe at least give us some better directions. We attempted
You're
to.
you're getting there.
Apparently,
Part
we
of-
keep running into dead ends.
Yeah, the streets are curvy and confusing.
I'm
Oh,
curvy and
sorry.
confusing.
This town was not designed with a ethos. It was just like, here's solid ground-ish. Let's put a house here. It's very broad, but this is a house with an old Melrose banner on it, well cut, and as you guys walk, you walk by it.
I can't lie. I am curious as to who would still have such an old thing.
It's too.
Well, it's settled then. I'm gonna approach the door to this house.
As you approach, you step onto the kind of laid cobble path that is exclusive to the walkway up to the house. As you do, you see the banner flying up and down in the wind before catching rain and falling back down. As you come up to the door and kind of rap on the front of it, eventually, after are you knocking on the door? I assumed as much.
Yeah.
As you rap on the door, it opens to who you see a younger or an older human male who, in his advanced age, has grown. Sorry, you see the door open to an older human male, who, in his advanced age, has a good set of hair on him, a thick beard, a thick mustache. It is the same man you helped saved earlier, now with a cane.
Oh well, we meet again.
Oh, it is very nice to see you. How can I help you?
I was just passing by and happened to notice the emblem on display out in the yard, and was curious to see who would still have such a thing.
Yes. I do have an updated version. I hope it's not a offense. As he opens the door and kind of gestures for y'all to come in.
I happily walk inside.
No, it's just a remnant from my glory days. And I fly with pride.
Military man yourself, eh?
Oh, in my younger days, but now I just keep up with all of it. The war on the horizon, Rena and all of her activities, all the mages up in their towers making decisions. The little people fighting for us.
I don't suppose you know much about the most recent goings on.
Yes, I do. I try my best to keep up quite a bit. I'm going to go out here on an educated guess. As you see, he makes an insight check. I'm gonna go out on an educated guess here and say it's been a while since you've been in contact with a troop.
I'm just gonna like squint my eyes and what are you getting at?
Melrose's military is bold and strong, but that strength invites those who are a little more of their own accord, um, like I was in my younger years, and it's easy to get separated fighting for something that was not specifically approved.
What exactly made you leave the military?
Oh, I'm too old. These bones can't keep fighting forever.
Of course.
But it's hard to see all the disregard for all the small towns out here. I won't say that wasn't an influence.
When grim look washes over his Derek's face. It's a hard thing to watch.
Yes, indeed. But luckily, we have someone like you here to take care of some of our problems. You see, as he leverages that into doubling down on you guys, going and fixing the problems. But if you have any questions, of course, I'd be willing to answer them. You see him kind of sit down in a chair next to a table. On the table is a quill and ink, and a small stack of paper and envelopes with a wax seal presser. A stack of letters, opened red letters, sit next to him in two separate piles. As you guys look around the house as you enter, this place is full of books. It is from head to toe a collection of knowledge of every military tactic and flags from Venrum and shields from Venrum and Melrose. There's some Zushida stuff here. There's some emblems of certain blood hunter groups, including the Fenrir family. There's another one that looks like it has a silver blade on it. Some more that have various carvings that look similar to ghosts and ghouls that terrorize the countryside. As he sits down in his chair, kind of gestures for you guys to sit down, and various benches and seats he has placed around the home.
I suppose I take my seat. Big reader, are ya?
Oh, I like to keep up. Speaking of keeping up, you see his eyes gaze over to you. Kaplan, or not Kaplan, Martini and Ren, you guys kind of sit down as his eyes gaze over to you two. Now, I've seen a merfolk before. Young lady, you're quite far from home. But these two, I've never seen anyone quite like yourselves. Interesting.
I know one other like myself.
Interesting. As you
Yeah,
guys see,
something having to do with elder.
oh, you see a flash of recognition on his face starts to fade away.
Anyway,
as- Mhm.
I write a lot of letters as well.
Yes, I like to keep up. The commander I write to fairly often. The commander, this case, would most definitely be Rena. To some soldiers who I trained, and just general information I send out to friends in the city and get back pings with whatever I need to know.
It's good to stay in the know with former comrades. Of course.
Ye- It is. It is. You see him kind of glance over at his lips. But sorry to ask, but how can I help you a lot?
Aye, we were just on our way to the aforementioned what was her name?
Oh, Mildred or whatever.
Marriage.
Mildred?
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
just thought I'd stop by and say hello, maybe ask for some updated directions.
Oh, all right. Well, it's just round the road. You can't miss it. As he
Exactly
gives
what I wanted to hear.
details you off as to how to get back there. You see, he is. Jeez, this chair is gonna dump me out on the floor. 1 second. As you see, he kind of sits in his chair comfortably and rocks back and forth and back and forth. One thing you should know, by the way, you are out of the loop. Well, actually, would you mind if I spoke to you privately for but a moment?
Me? Yeah, aye.
He kind of pulls you aside. The rest of you, he kind of pulls him around the corner of this like long L-shaped house. I do like to keep up to date. And you see him kind of rifle through a stack of papers on his bed. I don't know when the last time you were in contact with your group is, but 2 days ago, it was made official that a war with Venrim is on the horizon. And the support of the, what I assume to be governing body, assumed to soon be governing body of Zushida is aiding them. The Fenrir family, who, and this goes deep, you see him kind of look away. Zushida's in a tough place politically. The Fenrir family is looking to take care of that, and in that effort has joined forces with Melrose to help with some problems that Venrum could solve. He implies, his words imply, there's a big problem with immigration right now into Melrose. Venom is a lot better geared for immigration, and having a lot more diplomatic control of what decisions Venom makes on that regard would be very beneficial to Melrose, and that's kind of what he's implying. But it was made official about 2 days ago that war is all but a guarantee.
I suppose large things are on the horizon after all that mess on the coast.
Yeah. So I highly recommend ditching your adventuring party and returning to your post. You see a
Aye,
kind of
I'll-
serious general start to set in.
As soon as we're done helping you in your town, I'll return.
Lovely.
I'm gonna glance over at his desk at whatever, you know, see if just to make sure he's not writing about me in the hours he's been home.
You glance over to his desk. The letters are folded up, but what you do see is a handful of wanted posters, and on one of the wanted posters is a familiar face of Captain Fenrir. You see one for Sora Feathers, who is deceased. And you also see a effective missing poster for yourself. Not quite wanted, missing. that are sitting on his desk in a kind of in polite stack, making details visible where you can kind of glean certain bits and bobs. These were posted a while ago before your confrontation with Brenna.
I suppose if we've no further business, I do suppose we should be getting on our way.
It has been a pleasure as he kind of puts his hand on your back and walks you around the corner. Changes attitude immediately. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you all. But in my advanced stage, I do need to rest, certainly.
Of course, we understand.
So, as you guys are filed out of the house, you see him close the door behind you all as you leave the warm interior back into the cold, cobbled streets, and are back on the streets with renewed directions towards the house and a general sense of guidance.
Well, we need to finish up our business here and leave as quickly as possible. Well, a former soldier who keeps in such frequent contact, such as he is bound to write back to home base about a soldier elf post.
Take about 2 days.
About 2 days.
If
Was that 2 days there and then 2 days back, or was that 2 days for the message to get there and back?
if he went and sent the letter right now, it would take 2 days for them to receive and read it, and then 2 days for a letter to get back.
Okay.
So it would take 4 days for him to get orders, but it would take 2 days for the orders the report to get through, and it would take probably 3 to 4 for an actual troop or squad to come out.
The sending stone in his closet.
I think we've got just enough time to help these people before we make our way. Aye, let's hurry along.
Sorry, my dad came into my room and tried to like push a like frozen beef into my face for some reason.
A whole frozen beef?
The whole when I say that I mean like a steak like this size. He just tried to like put in my face for some reason to mess with me. So I had to
Eat it.
hide.
You had to dodge. You had to
Parry
parry.
that shit.
He should I wait for later before I talk about this?
Charles, you should beat up your dad.
No.
I should
Yes.
beat up his dad.
So
We should all beat up Charles' dad. Okay, continue.
as you guys start making your way, as you guys start making your way through town,
Making your way downtown, walking fast.
you guys come to a hut, not too dissimilar from the last one. This one's a little bit smaller, not in an L shape, just kind of a longer building. That is the reported scuffed address that was just down the road, and you didn't miss it. As you guys stop in front of a house.
Oh. Took us long enough.
Hmm?
Right and a left and a right and a right and a left and a right and a left and a right.
I'm
I'm
left
just
and
keep
I'm
mumbling
right,
to
and then I'm
myself.
left and I'm right.
as you guys stand in front of the cute little house. It is not so well kept. A lot farther out than any of the other houses. Not quite as far out as the farm that you passed by on the entrance through, but certainly farther than you would expect. As you guys push in onto the kind of guarded off section. The door sits right in front of you. A large metal knocker on the front. Don't. You hear knockers on it, and then a quiet silence. Rabbit. As you hear a croak inside the house.
Yeah, I'm fucking shoulder bashing that door.
Who's breaking it then? You or Shami? Or Ren?
Or, yeah, you know what? I'll give him the help action.
Ren, you fucking kick in that door, and what you see is a long, poorly lit what looks to be ramsacked building. Inside is two frog people, one blue and one purple. There is no human inside this house. As you can see, this place has been ransacked thoroughly. As you see, they have kind of carved out a small spot on the wooden floor, put some rocks around it, and built a fire inside this kind of longhouse. As you see these two frog people just kind of sitting there inside. As you guys break down the door, they just stare back at you.
I'm rushing and tackling one of them.
All right. Okay. As you the blue one or the blue one or the purple one?
We'll go for whichever one's on my right.
I'm not going to bring out combat for this because it is just a straight building, and these are two creatures that cannot defend themselves really. As you just dash towards it and kind of arms outspread, land on the blue one, you start wrestling it. You immediately start feeling its slippery, slimy skin. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Okay, let me see. What's my modifier? That is a 21.
Absolutely knocks it out of the park. No problem at all. As you start grappling the creature, it is not getting out of this. It is not strong and not dexterous enough to break out of a grapple of a strong paladin.
Yeah, one of you get the other one.
You see it stands up and starts making its way for a door in the back.
I want to go smack it on the head with my new staff.
I'm gonna start trying to tie the one I'm holding down so I can go help with the other one.
Immediately pull out a rope and tie it up. Not hard at all, as its slippery skin is dug into by the rope as you tie it off. The other one gets bonked on the back of the head. Roll for attack.
To hit or damage?
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
3.
3?
3.
3.
Do you have proficiency in staff?
I have a -1 to strength and a 0 to dex.
You didn't add your -1. You just rolled straight 1d20.
Who?
You miss. You guys see as Talia runs up the staff and just completely whiffs it.
I'm just gonna shout after that. Get him, boy!
Nothing happens.
I'm waving it. I'm waving it in front of this thoroughly confused frog.
It is going for the back door.
I'm gonna follow now that I've tied the one I'm holding down.
You see it goes for the back door, pulls on it with all its strength. It's locked. It's cooked.
Actually,
As-
wait, no. I'm gonna put out the fire first. I feel like that's
Put
a
out
good
the
idea.
fire. You tackle the frog. Make me a Constitution saving throw as you grab it. Grab it. 15, absolutely no problem. As you tackle the frog down, it is not happy about the fact that it is being tackled. As it starts wriggling left and right, trying to fight out of your grip. It doesn't really have much to do as you tie it up. As you guys have both of the frogs subdued in a rope, you guys see that this house has been thoroughly ransacked again and again. Probably come back to, they brought stuff to it and then took it back out and brought stuff back to it and took it back out. This is not good.
Could I ritual cast comprehend languages?
Yeah, totally. As you ritually cast comprehend languages, the random croaks and ribbits of this creature start to gradually start to make sense over the course of 10 minutes. In that same time, are you guys doing anything?
Tie the other one down as well. That way Ren doesn't have to like sit on top of it.
As you guys tie up the frogs and kind of put them against the corner. As the comprehend languages pops, you hear the ribbits and croaks start to make sense as it is revealed that they are speaking language. Together, they're kind of saying, "What the fuck are we gonna do? Why were we hanging out? We shouldn't." The purple one is saying to the blue one, "We should have left fucking months ago, but no, we had to stay and fucking be here, and now we're. Oh my god, I could choke you." As the blue one is just like, "Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please, let's just find a way out of here and leave." Obviously, some sort of cast where the purple one is higher ranked.
I can comprehend them, but I can't speak their language. So I'm just.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Well, I can understand them at least.
it is a pretty severe case of verbal assault. By the
Seems
purple one.
that
I'm gonna say in common to them. What are you doing here? What they
Can I
say?
try to speak to them in Aquan?
Sure. What are you saying?
I'm just gonna repeat what Tarek said. Why are you here?
Um,
Darn, they're not letting up.
Martini, you hear another case where the purple one is essentially threatening his life in increasingly brutal ways.
Derek's life or the other frog?
The other frog's life.
Okay.
They do not see. It's not like a very smart language. The comprehend language is doing a lot of work here. It is basically just one frog barking orders at another and calling him a dumbass.
Can I try speak with animals? They're like close enough to regular
And I
frogs.
don't think message translates it.
You would be cognizant that these are humanoids just with a low intelligence.
Oh, damn it.
I
If
don't
they
know.
return the message.
Yeah, they'd
if-
have to return the message first.
Yeah, you'd hear it back and you have two frogs tied up. And no real way to communicate with them.
Except charades.
What are they saying, Magic Man?
It's mostly the purple one threatening to skin the other one and castrate it.
Oh.
Vicious frogs. I'm gonna like kneel down in the purple one's face, and I'm gonna try and like communicate with sign language with it. I'm just gonna go.
You hear he looks at you and he's like, "A fucking." This was hard. That's really hard to respond to. The purple one looks at you, and Martini, you hear, "The fuck is this twat's problem?"
What'd it say?
I think you'd rather not want to hear that for your own mental health and not killing these frogs.
You little shite.
Eventually, though, the purple one starts talking. We were just here to scout out the population and figure out where they're keeping that shit. No, this is what Martini can comprehend and figure out where they're keeping that shit. All we had
Trying
to
to kill
figure
my
out.
dog.
It's all we had to figure out. But you wanted to fucking live here. I mean, we had to kill and eat that lady.
What?
What are they saying?
Ethan, stop metagaming. You're metagaming, Ethan.
What I say? What's so?
Apparently, these frogs were just here to quote unquote scout out the population, and the person that was living here has been killed and eaten.
I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna slowly place my hands over the great sword that's over my shoulder.
I'm gonna
It's-
start
don't-
patting my
It's
staff.
fine.
Eventually, Talia and Zarek, you guys would notice the black dots on these, like, kind of what they look like. The black dots on them are kind of drippy.
Drippy.
What?
Let me clear this page. There's so much going on.
No, not Miku.
We gotta kill Miku with hammers.
This
I didn't realize you were
creature
stuck in here.
is visibly influenced by some sort of void substance. Mm-hmm. Yes. John, he was sentient.
Well, if they've got no useful information, I say we end the beasts.
Well, we
Why is
still
my
don't
dad
know how to
listening to
cure them, and
Evanescence?
they're
Your dad's weird.
we can't cure them, and they're clearly a danger to these random people. So I think that is our option.
I don't know. They seem competent enough, and they don't seem too badly afflicted by it. They seem sentient, at least. They're not overtaken. They talk normally with each other. I don't see very much of a problem leaving them if they might have some information left in them.
Well, the
But
rabbit
how are we gonna
merfolk
get
could
the
also
information out
speak.
of them?
I don't know if said merfolk were speaking properly. Don't speak fish, but they could speak. Oh, I remember them like using some language with each other.
Like I said, the comprehend languages here is carrying hard. It is interpreting a lot of primitive language into something that Martini would understand as common. They're not saying a direct translation of any of this.
Is my first language French or English as Martini?
Probably English.
Damn it.
It depends. Do you or Martini talk in French or English? Which one do you guys talk in passively between each other? Or not Martini, 34?
I never really thought about it, honestly.
Probably common then. Martinis would definitely be French. But anyways, as you guys kind of stand around, who, by the way, had the funny orb that you guys got, the black orb?
Oh, probably me.
You had that? Yeah, you guys got that back. We got multiple. You put one in the wall and then you got another one.
Yeah.
Um,
Am I forgetting something?
you remember the compass you guys had in the first campaign? You got a second.
Oh! Yeah, I remember now.
You feel it vibrating in your backpack.
I take it out.
It is pointed towards the frogs.
I am holding my staff back.
As it is pointing at the frogs, you see the little light immediately start to wobble and then shoot to the other side, pointing at something else.
Oh.
I'm just gonna whip my head around to that direction.
It's a fucking wall.
Oh my god.
It is a wall made of wood.
Can I punch the wall?
It
I mean,
hurts.
nobody lives here anymore.
Uh, are you guys all not looking at the frogs, by the way?
I'm probably still looking at him.
You watch as the frogs start to look a little like sickly. Like behind their eyes starts to like grow
I
black.
bludgeon the purple one.
You're not looking at. I thought you were
Right in
looking
the
at the
head.
wall.
I'm gonna stop Talia. I'm gonna intercept
gonna-
Talia's attack on the frog.
Her
You
attack
guys-
that probably would have missed anyways, with advantage.
You guys see as the frogs are starting to a little bit as the black spots on them are moving. Some of them are, some of them aren't. As you guys see, coming out of their flesh is some of that black material that seems to be wanting to be absorbed by the orb you have, as it starts kind of spinning the light on it. As the frogs are in extreme pain, the purple one, the material's kind of coming out of the back of its eyes. Its blackish reddish eyes are just kind of like being clouded by this material as it starts
Oh.
leaking out of their pores.
I
It's
think now is
huge.
a good time to put them down.
Can I smack it now?
I don't
Permission?
think your bludgeon will do very much to it.
That will do so much.
You smacking it?
I'm gonna smack it.
Feel bad killing a bound creature.
I'm gonna smack it.
Think of it more as mercy than.
You smack it in the head. It like rears back, not near. How much damage do you do?
Oh, do I just straight damage?
It's fucking tied up.
Okay.
It's like a 1d6
D6?
minus 1.
And then I'm going to use a druid feature to add 1d8 lightning damage.
How much damage total?
5.
5 damage.
You hit it right in the head. It electrocutes it as you see the void viscous liquid start to leak out even harder as it looks like it's coming out of the gums of the creature.
I smack
leaking
him
up the mouth.
again.
I feel
Oh.
this is a good time to, take your greatsword and maybe
It
kill
is.
them.
Fucking tweaking right now.
Right, just hold off,
I'm-
fish.
I'm just
I'll-
going.
I'll handle it.
Tali is beating one over the head. All right, you pulling out your sword?
Yeah, I'll finish it.
2 clean cuts, 2 clean kills. Put out of their pain, you guys see the black liquid start dripping out of the teeth and the eyes and the pores, gathering in the fingertips before kind of coming out of the finger pads. The orb is hungry. In this dark, cold interior, the rain splats through the roof. What are you guys doing?
I don't. Should we? We see what happens when the orb
This-
touches other material.
This never happened at my orb, did it? My
Nope.
orb of annihilation.
Nope. Yours was just a compass until Docs dropped it and it shattered.
Did it?
Okay.
Did that happen? I thought I had it the whole time.
Docs thought it would be funny to throw it.
God, we should kill Ghosty.
See, that's what I tried to do, and then I got yelled at.
As you guys see, the orb is kind of vibrating, humming in a way.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't see what's the worst that could happen.
I'm thinking some pretty bad could happen.
I'm sure there's not enough in there to explode.
I'm pretty sure I might be partly made of this, so I don't know if I'll be fine.
Well, that doesn't seem very good, does it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
As the void
Because
starts,
it never came up, I guess.
as the void starts gathering at the feet, you guys have firsthand knowledge that having this stuff in your body drives you crazy. You also have firsthand knowledge because you saw it happen to Martini or to Docs and Flair whenever they were engulfed in it. They had bad time. So as you guys see it leaking out of their body, it kind of starts to puddle and move towards you like a ferrofluid. As the orb transforms from an orb to a kind of, do you know the DNA splicer from Pokemon, Coco?
Yeah. I do.
It looks like that, where it's like a triangle tip on one side and kind of a cone on the bottom. As it gathers around, getting closer to the orb.
See, clearly it's not volatile.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the orb down and take some steps myself.
As you put the orb down, you guys see as the liquid starts rapidly gaining speed towards it before puddling under it and being absorbed in before ding, 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 it turns back into a ball and just kind of rolls around on the floor towards the corner where it's uneven.
How are the frogs looking?
They're dead. Well, they got murdered, number one, put out of their misery, and number two, they had
Puddle?
blue. They are almost emulsifying. Like their fluid, they're not having a good time. You know when you leave like a milkshake out too long and it starts getting fucky? They're not having a good time. But the orb is pointing back towards the wall.
That doesn't sound good.
Yes, the wall goes outside. You assume it's pointing at something in that direction.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. As you start investigating through the house, there are supplies of rotten food, cheese that has grown moldy, meats that have grown rotten, buckets of water with kind of murky gray kind of speckles floating around in it. You do find some bones, human bones. And as you guys explore, you realize that this house has been raided so many times and used for storage so many times, it's hard to tell what was originally in here and what wasn't. As there's just various shit, like there's a whole chandelier that's in here for some reason. There's barrels that are full of beer that are just left unopened. Buckets of water and barrels of water that have this murky kind of growing in it. It looks like, Ren, you're smart. You would have to guess that some amount of insanity happened here by the grungs taking on the fluid, and they just kind of started hoarding. Yep, very, very similar.
Aye, indeed.
Mm.
No, that is quite odd now that you point it out.
There's also a whole ass chandelier I do have to point out.
Suspicious chandelier.
It's going in my inventory.
Someone's using
Can
the
I use my
mimic
insight
veil.
to see if the chandelier is lying?
I'm gonna carry around
Goldie,
this
can
entire
I-
chandelier.
Can I dodge roll into the chandelier to see if it's fake?
Illusory chandelier.
It is a real chandelier made of all gold, fox gold. It is who fucking knows from where. Where they just stole a chandelier from is insane work. But they they have it.
And now we have it.
We're
It is
not
a
taking
gigantic-
chandelier with us.
It is a gigantic chandelier, but you would assume it's around its value is around 200 gold.
We can pack it on me.
You cannot carry a chandelier.
I can. Look at me. I'm gonna hold out my bulging muscles as I like roll my sleeve down, and he just sees this like blue twig come out of her sleeves.
Go ahead, pick it up then.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like do stretches, and then I'm gonna go right on up to it, put my hands on it, and then wild shape into a giant constrictor snake.
How is that going to help?
Well, now you don't have arms. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a huge creature.
You guys are getting pushed against those walls by a gigantic constrictor snake.
Turn it back. Turn it back. Turn it back.
I poof back into a tiny fish. Yeah, I could carry it. I could carry it just fine. All on my
Perhaps
own.
Find something a little more manageable to carry it.
Can I make a strength check to lift this thing?
It is a gigantic gold lined chandelier. Make me a strength check. It's also unwieldy as fuck. Is the big problem. It's big and unwieldy more than heavy.
Oh, 7!
You guys see as Talia starts to struggle to keep it up before you see she picks it up on one side and the other side is like tilting, and then the weight shifts, and then now the other side is tilting, and then the weight shifts and the other side is tilting. It is a struggle.
I'll get it out of
Okay.
here. Just open the door.
Perhaps we leave the chandelier alone. Surely,
I'll
if
take
you
it.
must steal from the dead, there's something a bit more manageable to take. Divine
sense.
Drop the entire chandelier.
The chandelier is not undead. The
Holy
grungs are.
shit. Is it a celestial or a fiend though?
No, but the grungs are.
Oh?
The frogs are undead.
Ah. Wait, currently?
Yeah, right now.
I'm whipping my head around to the frogs.
You look back and see the two corpses of the frogs that are undead.
Bludgeon.
You see Talia run over and start bashing the frog's head in.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you they were undead yet.
Poor Charles. Charles, are you okay?
I'm not doing anything here. I don't think I want to do anything here. I thought we were gonna progress the story 30 minutes ago.
See, this is what we call fun and engaging role play.
I'll get the comment. Don't worry. As soon as you guys go fuck off to the jungle, you'll get jumped.
Anyway, I'm going to look down towards those human bones that are on the floor.
Not undead.
Well, I'm assuming that was our one lead. I suppose. But is it really alright to just leave it here like this?
As the frog's still tied up when they were done, when they were killed.
Yeah.
As you guys are talking, you see the blue frog, the one that didn't get blood on, start standing up
No!
as it kind of legs crack around, seemingly not paying attention to anyone in the room. As it starts moving towards the door, its legs crack back and then forward to stand up with its arms restricted, and is starting to make its way towards the door.
Wait, hold on, don't do anything. I'm just gonna like hold my arm out and like try and block its path just to see what it does.
It starts it hits it like a Roomba and then goes around.
I say we follow that thing. But also, I still feel bad just leaving the bones here like that.
We could bury them.
We're going to a
Cremate.
graveyard anyway.
You could cremate this whole place in like
Maybe.
10 seconds.
We could.
I don't think I have it in me.
If I bludgeon the wall with enough fire damage, will it light a blaze?
What? It is raining.
On the inside.
I'm
If I
just
bludgeon
going
the
to
floor
pick
with
up
enough fire
the
damage.
skull, and we'll find a place to bury it.
Okay, you pick up the skull of a dead grandma.
Before we leave, is there anything valuable that we can hold?
Chandelier!
You take a quick perception check, run it up.
Alright, let's go. What's my bonus? Probably fucking 0. Yep. 5.
There's a
Ooh.
200 gold piece chandelier.
Well, I suppose there's nothing we can do.
Alright.
Let's move on.
Carry it through with me. You lift it from that side, Ren.
I'm going to follow the frog out the door while they're doing this.
We'll meet you there.
We'll meet again. All right. As you guys start following the frog past the house, out into the streets as it walks towards the swamp, we're going to take a 15-minute break and we'll come back 5 minutes before the hour.
Perfect. 15 minutes is just long enough for Ren and Talia to carry this chandelier out.
We're probably going to get into combat in the next couple of minutes because I think Charlix is going to blow his brains out.
Charles, when he has to roleplay instead of fighting things.
I think
I do.
no.
I just
He's
don't
a-
like you.
So we'll get into combat pretty soon. How long do you guys want to go, by the way? I have quite a bit of content planned, including like 3
Ooh.
fights.
And I could go all night.
We might run it up all night. We'll see how far you guys get before you get MMA'd. Remember that video of the frogs
I'm ready to roll more D6s and D8s.
You remember that video of the frogs I sent in Seeker's chat? Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes. All right, we will come back 5 minutes before the top of the hour. I'm gonna go get a power nap.
What?
Send you guys the video.
Frogs?
No, the other one.
What other one?
Okay, there wasn't.
Describe it to me.
Well, I don't wanna spoil it. It's Golden Gate Kaiju Battle.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, I'm scared, and you should be too. Can you turn into yet 17?
Oh yeah, I can. I
Okay.
could just turn into a normal ape without polymorph. Then I could still wield my staff.
You might have to grow hands.
Or I could
Does
turn
it?
into a giant restrictor snake and you could cast enlarge on me and I could be a gargantuan creature.
Does wild shaping like change your stats to the
Yeah,
entity?
It changes all my
Yeah.
stats except in wisdom and charisma. It gives me new strength, dex, and con. So example, if I were to find my giant constrictor snake, I would have +4 strength, +2 dex, +1 con, along with my +2 intelligence, +4 wisdom, +2 charisma.
Oh, I need Greg.
I was trying to figure out how to do the Yomi Hustle, like touch of death thing, and I'm making robot fight as demons right now.
Which
This
one
is
was
the
touch
start of the
death?
match. It's the
Not
one
the
where you
100 to
get
0?
to 100-0, and I've figured out that technically if you impale while someone's doing a tech roll, it continues the combo. So you could just spam that over and over just to get the achievement.
True.
Look at this screenshot in general. Robots fighting as demons. Here, do you want to see?
God, for being such a pixelated ass little man, there's so much emotion in this image.
Then you wait, then you tech roll, and you impale, and you just do this over and over until you get the achievement. I'm not actually doing a real touch of death. I would kill myself. Apparently, if you also use ninja and you sweep and spam shuriken, you're fine. So, if I mess up accidentally, you have to restart because it doesn't give you the achievement if you used an undo. Do you like my color, Donald?
Meh. Oh. Yes, it's lovely.
I really want to play an online match with this and then watch the replay back and watch somebody get beat up by their demons. How many times am I gonna have to do Impale? Because I know Impale does a lot of damage, but the like damage fall off from having a combo is so insane. Another way you could do it is you could hustle with Robot until you get 10 levels and then just use kill commands. There we go. It didn't give me the achievement. That's fine. Look at this. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Anyways, Donald, hop on Yomi Hustle so I can play half a match with you before Goldie gets back. Are you even
Yeah, hold
listening?
on. Yeah, you're just gonna have to give me a second.
I'm not gonna take this match seriously at all. I'm just going to run around and make it look like you're fighting a ghost. And then quit midway through when Goldie comes back so it looks really messed up.
Um,
The true way to play ninja is you have to be completely invisible. Why are you inviting me? No, you're joining my lobby, pal.
Coco, who do you say should join who?
I'm gonna go take some ibuprofen and grab food. Bye.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Are you ready to fight lightning-proof dried liver?
Are you ready to fight?
Hey, are you
your-
screen
uh,
cheating?
sh- Oh yeah, you know what?
I was gonna do hustle, and I was gonna say your only move, but then I realized you could just do horizontal slash and kill me instantly.
Horizontal slash is a really strong opener.
It really is for some reason. I'm just glad that Ninja has like one or two moves that can just jump over it. It's really funny. Unless you angle
yeah,
it upwards.
I love ninjas like just slight horizontal like movability in some of his moves. It like oh my god, drop kick is so fucking satisfying to just jump over
It's
something and
so
land.
hard to hit, but it's so funny when you hit it.
I know. The amount of times I'm tempted into drop kicking, it's a problem.
Oh, I should have known.
I can't resist the temptation, man.
You, every cowboy who's either never played cowboy before or no, it's just every cowboy has to take the 50-50 at the start of the match to open with Impale. I thought you were gonna air dash forwards, honestly, so I what's it called? What's I I uppercut thinking I was going to crit hit you. Not crit counter hit you, that's the word. Oh no. This seems to be a very bad situation for me. God, I love Pistol Whip on Cowboy so much. Okay.
I
Watch
was giving
this.
you too long to
Watch
parry,
this
and
shit.
I ain't fucking with all that.
No, lock in. Watch this shit. Hiya!
I forgot you could do that. It's so scary when you disappear for like a half a second doing that because I have no clue what you're doing.
Donald, please let me hit one combo so we can get the
No.
replay.
You know
Don't
what?
let
Sure.
this man hit a single combo.
Starting after this gun pull, I won't do anything.
Come here. The previous. you can't even see him. I don't think I can shock here. Yeah, I can't.
All right, people. How many ibuprofens do I take for this headache?
40 million.
I don't have that
Maybe
many.
you should find the source of the headache instead of using medicine to patch it up.
Drugs.
We got the demons on air combo time.
I'm feeling I'm about to get kicked in the nuts by a
I
demon.
decided on 2 of them.
You know, I don't know what you expected, honestly. I'm playing ninja.
And now, the perfect thing to wash down ibuprofen is a powdered donut.
That sounds horrible.
It sounds great.
Oh, I can't skull shaker there. That sucks.
Oh, to do the skull shaker, huh? The skull shaker. Give me the skull shaker.
I love you, super jump.
I hate you, super jump.
Hey,
Man,
don't.
next time I
Oh.
touch the ground is when I'm starting again.
No, you can start now. I dropped the combo.
Nope. Can't just start playing mid-air. That'd be a fucking terrible replay.
You know, that's true. Hiya!
How about the?
How about the fiend? Oh damn, I can't do like anything off that. Oh, can I chuck jump? No, it's just a little bit too low. Do you see that?
What, chug jump?
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
I forgot chuck spin is multiple hits.
Yeah.
Is it time for the iconic ninja setups? Look at this. No, chuck jump doesn't work again. This game sucks. Dive kick does though.
Well, I love dive kick.
Alright, we're on the ground.
No, not if you take him off the ground before he gets there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, stop him from leaving the ground.
I'm going to juggle you in the air, Donald. Come here. No, you're barely out of range.
Oh, he's still out on the ground. Do something.
No, I touched. I saw it.
Oh no.
Oh, the block. My ninja power.
Wee.
My Caltrops. Goma. Whatever, Goma Caltrops. And now I just wait for you to fall down. Can't do anything against my power. No. Impossible. Why are you lining it up for me to hit you? Oh, you can. I forgot you can turn on quick draw. Oh my god, that backsway would have been moving. I'm not gonna lie. No. Oh, you fool. No. Impossible. Oh, very much so it was possible. You fool, Donald. You used an instant cancel, and you can't block of an instant cancel. It's over.
It's never over. Heroes never die.
Alright, Mercy.
Damn it.
You got this, Robon guy. No, don't do this. Spare him. This is cruel.
Go, my super jump.
Watcha!
Wata! It's over.
Now you bring me back.
Look at the
It's just that SpongeBob scene where Patrick's being picked up and flung around by nothing.
Donald versus his demons.
Diams.
Rematch. Rematch.
It's
Come
like
on.
the ghost of Ninja kicking my ass for like.
By the way,
Playing
Goldie
cowboy.
lied. It is not 5 before. Currently, it is 3 before. And Goldie's still dead.
What would Coco? What would be the funniest to play while invisible? Would it be this one or would it be this one?
Wizard. It would be wizard. It would be wizard. Just out of nowhere, there are 18 going at you.
Hey. No, I thought you were gonna fail again.
I cast magic missile.
What's this?
Like this.
Bitch.
Get a load of this.
Hold on, Donald. I'm training the B Martini.
Is this Martini if you had greater invisibility?
Yes. Well, I do have invisibility.
Greater
But,
invisibility.
I can just keep recasting invisibility, don't I?
I can cast invisibility on you.
Oh! Ow! I thought you were gonna shoot at the magic missile. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I ready my action to cast invisibility on Martini after he casts a spell.
There should be a way for wizards to attack in melee, like conjure weapon in D&D.
There is.
There is? I know there's shock.
I literally have a spell, I think, called Conjure Weapon.
I
where
know
you
there's a
conjure-
weapon called Sword Burst. If there is a spell called Conjure Weapon, there is
Yeah,
no
I think-
Conjure Weapon.
Oh, it might not be called that. It might be like Magical Weapon, maybe? Or is that the one that gives you
Magic
+1?
weapon is where you enchant a weapon, you make it like a +1.
I know there is one that lets you conjure like a magic sword that has like I forget what amount of damage.
Yeah, there's a cantrip Sword Burst.
No, I think it's a level 1 or 2 spell.
Here I come, you rat bastard. My iconic move! Ow! Ow! I jumped. What the fuck, man?
Oh, not cool, bro. Jesus.
How? What's wrong with you? I'm going to play Kane Wizard now, Donald. I love Cowboy's downward air dash so much.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about Flame Blade. You can make a fire sword that does 3d6 damage.
Is it Flame Blade or Green Flame Blade?
Green Flame Blade is the cantrip.
I know.
I
but
think.
Green Flame Blade is 3d8 at 17th level, so it's just better than Flame Blade at whatever level.
Flame Blade's second level spell. But for 10 minutes you get a
Ooh,
3d6
kinda
fire sword.
do- No, Wizard doesn't get this.
Does
It's
it?
only Druid and Sorcerer.
Oh, Druid Sorcerer, yeah.
I'm going to pay Goldie to give me a scroll of Flame Blade so I can learn it. I really want there to be a spell, kind of just like a better. I just want Conjure Weapon. I just want like a first level spell that's like 1d8. Oh, sorry, my bad. Ow. Does like I don't know 1 to 2. What's enough damage for like 2d6 is good enough? Wasn't that Burning Hands?
Burning Hands is 3d6.
Yeah, but it's using force damage, so I feel like 2d6 is fair enough.
Yeah.
Just like 2d6 force damage, you hit somebody within like 5 feet, and you just hit them. That's it. It would be funny.
You slash him. I mean, you could probably flavor something as that.
I don't know if there's any first level spells that do force damage.
It's
Great. I'm not really paying attention right now. I'm letting the wizard be murdered. Spells. Not murder.
You know, Magic Missile does force damage. You're just throwing swords.
No, but I want a melee spell. There need to be more melee spells.
Yeah.
Here I come.
First level spells, range of touch.
Do not come.
Meow.
You don't have it, but inflict wounds, touch spell.
That's necrotic damage.
That is necrotic damage. Who's to say you don't have a necrotic pole?
Should I just missile form to the sun?
I think that's stupid.
I think it's awesome. You should do it.
I'm gonna do this. in
Magic
case you
missile.
do.
And basically every other caster gets banishment, but druids don't. That would be so awesome.
I don't know. I don't think banishment is a spell you think of when you're playing a druid, though.
Yeah, but it would be awesome. I point at somebody and go like, goodbye!
No, not the hustle. Oh fuck.
Oh, apparently I do get giant insect.
I was. Oh my god, I can't say it. I looked at the what's it called? The preview for Impale, and I did missile form, and I farted on you, and you took damage. I think you got hit by the damn, you really like lightning slice.
I mean, it seems to be working.
Yes, it's done. Like, I swear to God, all the hits have been from lightning slice.
Pretty much.
What? I looked at the preview for it. It didn't say it would put me in a combo. Why does this game just lie?
Did you look at the flipped preview?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sucks to suck, I guess.
I'm out of here. Oh wait, Oh no! No setups. The DI lied to me.
Just have so many things at my disposal.
It's probably why Cowboy is considered the best character.
But what if he wasn't?
Yeah.
Lock the fuck in. Rose, I'm gonna tell your mother about how you're behaving.
Ooh.
I've hit you once.
Oh boy.
I think Goldie was serious about taking the power now. Because they're still not awake. Yeah,
I can call
forever.
Goldie.
Forever and ever.
Lock the fuck in.
Hold on, man.
Just click the button.
Are you just unloading all your bullets on me?
Maybe.
I don't think this one will
Okay.
continue the combo. Yeah, you should do gun throw. That would work.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not gun throw. Goldie didn't answer. I can hover. I can just stay up here, Donald.
Alright, so to be clear, we have 3 martial classes, and then Ethan as the cleric.
Did you decide what class you're going to play, Donald?
Well, I wanted to play rogue, but I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to find some other one.
I mean, there could be 2 rogues.
No. I do not permit it.
Well,
My
if
setups
Quarrel
go.
says so. And the unstoppable lightning-proof dried liver rockets towards Donald.
Donald.
No, the unstoppable lightning-proof dried liver.
Look at this, Coco. Donald, watch this. I'm just out of here, man. I see you building a level down there.
What?
It hit you.
Bastard.
Here it comes.
Just reach that fucking far, dude. What?
Out of my face. Free combo. Just go up and get hit in the mouth. I love how Cowboy doesn't have a dash, but instead has walk forwards.
No, he has a dash. It just
No,
also
I mean-
goes kind of vertical.
I mean, like a completely vertical dash. He doesn't have one of those. He just has walk forward.
You mean completely horizontal dash?
I don't care.
I don't exactly know what this temporal round is doing.
It's just a delayed shot.
I wasn't able to aim it.
It auto tracks to the enemy.
My screen is shooting directly at the floor, so I don't know about that.
Well, on my screen it's not.
I think it'd be fine if this worked. But of course you're a coward. I think it'd be fine if this worked. Of course you're a coward.
Of course, you're in the middle of the animation, but I just can't get anything off of that. Great.
Tee hee.
Tom slap.
Can't twin slap.
Ooh. Just like shit, Tom slap.
Oh no, and I get comboed off of this. That's crazy. There's no way. Ivy Sly try not to make the most overpowered character for some reason. Oh! Why do I go so far?
It's back here, coward.
My magic missiles are coming for you. Oh?
Back down here. Oh, where the fuck are you going?
Away. My people need me. You burst cancel or just burst?
Burst cancel.
Yes!
I see how it is, coward.
I heard you're DIing. Oh no!
Hello?
Why were you gone?
Hello, I'm back. I got dragged away.
Come back down here.
Pat's watch. You're 20 minutes late, Golden Gigabyte.
Yeah, I'm aware. I apologize.
Get
Okay.
back here. I need to do more of your HP.
Goldie,
Fuck.
I had enough
I'll stay
time
up here.
to take 2 ibuprofen and eat a powdered donut and watch these idiots play Yummy Hustle.
Oh, this is excellent news. Hold on, let me take off this fucking hoodie. Colder than a witch's tit out there.
Did you just say colder than a witch's tit?
Yeah, I was outside. I don't know. It was like fucking 65 out there. It was cold as hell. How cold was it out there?
65 Fahrenheit is not that cold. I'm not gonna lie.
It was 62 Fahrenheit on there.
That is much on the warmer side.
Anyways,
Goldie, you just live in Arizona.
all right. Do you guys want to? Do you guys want to continue? Or did I? fuck up?
Yeah, but-
More real?
I do want to continue. Just me and Donald are duking it out right now.
Duking it out.
Fuck.
Goldie, what do you think of this Hatsune Miku that I've crafted?
Come here.
Miku.
Come here, Donald.
I don't want to. No, I think I won't do that.
Killer with hammers, preferably with.
Also, who kept on nutting on my flag?
What?
Come on, Donald. Look me in the eyes and tell me you didn't do it.
I did it. I love flag.
Bit too much.
Fuck is my phone?
I really love flag.
Hey Siri. Play a noise on my phone.
Hey Siri, kill this guy.
Can't run forever.
Alright,
Proud.
Fuck ass. I've tilted.
Alright, Goldie, have to run the entire next session. Actually, no, the entire rest of this section in a public VR chat world with your mic on.
Oh, hell
No.
no.
Hell yeah.
My roommate asked me to help him move groceries. I was like, okay. And then he had a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat all your groceries, buddy. How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel that I'm gonna eat every last little bagel that you brought into your house?
Let's see. Hungry.
And the several metric tons of cream cheese that you brought in with the bagels.
Hungry.
They're all mine, buddy.
Hungry.
Ark.
Alright.
We're locked in right now. Me and Donald are locked
Literally,
fucking-
don't you ever see a red door and want to paint it black? No colors anymore. You want them to turn black?
My not sleeping is gonna get the fuck up better at me. I was moving groceries and I was like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Colors.
I'm fucking working on it.
Look at the downward cleave preview. Hi.
No. I'm the one who calls the shots around here.
I'd rather
Ethan.
get you guys through one combat, or else Turlix is gonna stab me.
I'm fine without combat.
Not.
I'm
true,
not.
You're gonna throw a fit. you're gonna-
Or
You looked fucking miserable while we
You
were
did
role playing.
You looked
You
so
look
upset.
pissed.
did I? I didn't.
You looked so.
I wasn't-
Oh no, maybe you just have resting bitch face, but you looked pissed.
Wasn't I? I honestly.
Even after that, you were just
Donald, what are
looking at your
doing?
camera like, I hate all of you, I hate all of you, I hate all of you, you're all gonna
Donald,
die.
Donald, watch out! There's a spark bomb.
No.
Bro, if these damn frogs mess with my chandelier, they're going down. I'm killing every one of them.
If we come back and our chandelier's not there, we're gonna have a fight.
So, anyways,
No, we're
Goldie,
carrying it out right now.
Goldie, how?
Come
How
on,
can
Ren,
I-
we're big and strong.
Jesus fucking Christ! I can't get in a single word ever.
Good. You don't deserve to.
How can I? How can I homebrew in Wizard's conjure weapon into D&D?
We'll talk about it.
Or a spell that does that?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Flame Blade isn't on
Or
Wizard's
expel
list.
though.
Maybe like a bunch of
Oh.
warlock stuff.
Yeah, but
There
I'm
is a bunch
wizard.
of Warlock stuff, but he doesn't have Charisma. He can't just throw level in Hexblade.
Okay.
I probably wasn't going to do that anyways.
Relax, son.
No, fuck off.
Alright.
No, fuck
Are
off.
you
Come on, you could have solidified your spot as main character.
alright? You guys ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
2, 4.
Oh.
We are still playing Yomi Hustle. I don't know how long this match is going to go for.
I'm
But
gonna take a fucking nap mid video game.
yo, Donald, you should lasso that magic missile.
Can you actually do that?
No, you can't. It would delete your lasso.
Damn it, that'd
Darn.
be so funny.
You should be able to use Lasso to throw it back at you.
Coco, look at this.
I'm gonna get ya.
I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Ugh,
I could
No.
lift you.
I'm out of electricity.
I could curl you.
Donald, you're lucky. You didn't get hit by like the 20 hit wizard with orb combo, so
Goldie, I could pick you up with one hand and twist you around like a balloon.
Go, I'm fighting.
I'm gonna make a balloon animal out of you.
Every cell in my body says "Eepee."
I'm gonna go. And then you're gonna look like a balloon giraffe.
I should
okay.
not have
Why
put
did you pull out your gun? Were you just threatening me?
Pretty much.
Oh man.
I gotta build meter while slowly moving away from you.
My iconic wizard power. Come here.
Alexa, where's a pillow? I could just like rest my head.
Go, my orb.
I'm not gonna like fall asleep at my desk. That's not a thing I do.
Look at this. I know he's not going to do it, but it'd be really funny.
Black sun.
I'm on my wizard shit. What did you think I was going to do?
Well, I wasn't sure, and that's exactly why I did fucking nothing.
You can never be sure when it's wizard.
The most emotionally
Look at
dynamic
the
game.
impale preview.
It's been the most emotionally dynamic D&D game I've ever played. I started out sad, And now I was angry at my roommate for having to help with groceries, and now I'm like fighting every bone in my body. Which is
You seemed
bragging.
fine the whole way through, so
Yeah, I was talking, but then he was like, we went out. I went to walk all the way over to this fucking parking spot on the other side of the complex, grab groceries, and we walked back. And he said, one more trip, and I said, all right. Halfway through that last trip, Wes fucking died. He probably thought I was like on some shit, which I don't blame.
Because you are.
But I should
Big.
clarify, I have not slept since I woke up yesterday at this time. No, I'm thugging it out.
Next week, no, that's my turn, buddy. That's my turf.
We could make this a two-parter, but I don't want to take up 2 days of the weekend. I also don't remember what day it is.
it's Saturday.
Saturday is a special day. It's the day we get ready for.
You're not allowed to go to sleep, not till you play VR chat with me and Donald.
It's a sad, sad reality.
Can
And
my
Ethan
VR chat include
and Skylar.
I lay in my bed while you guys play VR chat while I watch Germa 985 in VR chat?
Exactly. Now you get it.
You guys playing Yoma Hustle?
They're still both at like the same health they started with, except Donald just got hit.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
No,
It's
not
over.
even.
Yeah, I don't know what the move was there.
I thought you were gonna burst. Everybody I play against always bursts after 2 hits, so
Yeah, I literally forget I have burst 99% of the time. I never use
Yeah,
it except
but
for like
you
combo
you have,
extensions.
you have to understand. I played 3 times against Goldie earlier. I would get 2 hits, Goldie would burst, and I'd parry it and put him into like a half HP combo as Ninja. Cowboy's gonna beat his demons this time. You're going through the
Impossible.
trials. Yeah, I think I'm dead with this combo, so.
No, you're not.
Should have had more frames off of that.
I'm gonna rip someone apart with a hammer.
Yeah. Me too.
Me. God, that
Meow.
You guys want to make it a two-parter and have two
Why
good
not?
combats tomorrow? Depends. Are Charles and Donald
I'm
okay with that?
fine. I'm fine with
No,
that.
fuck you.
I can make it.
What are you doing? No, I'm talking to Donald.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, Ethan, what are you doing? What are you doing that requires you to have to be down and asleep later in the day? You're
Oh
not
my
supposed to
God,
sleep,
the
buddy.
force with which you're
You're
falling to the
supposed to be
ground.
awake 24/7
They should
in
have fall
our
damage to this game
our
because I just
VC
cracked
here
my
playing
spine on the ground and
D&D.
became paralyzed.
Blah blah blah.
I just did a clip where I fell asleep in my chair for like 10 seconds, and I was the one absorbing the black fluid
Goldie,
void.
Goldie,
Fluid.
leave and go to bed already. Just
No.
go.
Goldie,
Just
hop
go.
on VR chat.
Go.
All right,
Goldie, you were
I'll-
complaining about not sleeping. Go sleep. It's that simple.
I'm gonna box you in VR chat to wake you up.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
surprised you did not kill me with that.
I'll be back in 10 minutes after I
Yeah,
get a little power nap.
I
Hour
wanted
and
to.
oh no,
I
Goldie's dead.
did,
Goldie's dead.
kind of, but I wanted it to more so. I wanted it to look cool.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
occasionally you'll pick up like the anvil equivalent of an item, or you have the pebble, which is just like a magic dart.
No. Oh my god, it looks so weird when you angle air dash straight downwards.
Well, DIing to the right. Holy shit.
It's not DIing to the right. I was simulating it, but it doesn't matter. It's not in a combo. Spark bomb. Do you think I can kill myself with spark bomb?
Maybe.
I can't.
Do you guys ever just
Feel like
No.
a plastic bag
Here it
No.
comes.
drifting through the wind, wanting to start again.
I've had Cyberpunk for 3 days, and now it's more played than now more played than Hollow Knight.
That's a good thing.
So,
Oh. Oh. It's over.
Cyberpunk. Edgeling.
No.